Hello, Yarny friends. This is Donna, and this channel is Donna Loves Yarn, because I do. It's been a while since I put up a video, mainly because my son was here all week, and I just don't like to record while he's here. So he's gone back to work, and so I thought I'm going to go ahead and update you on a few things that have happened this week. So I've got everything written down so I don't forget anything. I almost forgot one thing and I had to go write it down. So I just have a few things to talk to you about, and hopefully I won't keep you very long, and hopefully the dog does not disrupt, because right now the snow is melting and it's a mess outside. So I can't just let him out to run around because he's decided he's going to start digging. I don't know whether he hears moles in the ground or something, but he hears something that he's digging near the foundation of the house. And he came in this morning after going out and being left out there. He was a muddy mess. My son had to put him in the tub and rinse his feet off because all 4 feet were just a muddy mess. So he has to be supervised in going outside for now. Probably for the foreseeable future, because there's a lot of snow on the ground and it's melting and it's just going to be awful. So hopefully this is loud enough. I'm going to try to remember to speak loudly so that you guys don't have to have your devices or your TVs way up, because I don't know about you, but I don't like doing that, because then when the ads come, then they're really, really loud. So I'm going to try to speak as loud as I can. So for today, I'm going to talk about some yarn acquisitions, some whips, my yarn room update. As you can see, I'm recording in my yarn den. Some people call it yarn pantry, but I think I like the yarn den. And a couple other things that I'm going to talk to you about. First of all, because it's been over a week since I recorded, you probably noticed, if you've been watching my channel, that I finally got a haircut. It was so long and unmanageable and it's just driving me crazy. So finally got it cut. So I like it a whole lot better. Whole lot better. Okay, that's out of the way. So yarn acquisitions. I've talked already about an Etsy order that I was waiting for. The yarn, or the Etsy store is called Yarn Home, and they are in Lithuania. So I looked up when I ordered it and when I received it, and it took just over 2 weeks from Lithuania, from the date I ordered till the date I received it. So I think that's pretty fast for Lithuania. And I don't know what kind of business Yarn Home is, whether it's a big business or whether it's someone's home. I have no idea. But I ordered 2 different colorways from them, 3 hanks each. And the fiber content, I now understand what it meant. It said 80% wool, 20% PO. I believe that's polyester. If I had realized that at the time, I may not have bought it. But it feels like 100% wool. So I'm just going to show you the 2 colorways I got. They're both heathered. So here they are. And the camera is not doing them justice really at all. This is called Ash Rose. Yeah, Ash Rose. And this one is called Purple. And like I said, they're both heathered. It's probably hard to tell on the camera that it is. This one's a little easier to tell. But they feel very woolly. I don't know that I would wear this against my skin. I probably wouldn't. At least around my neck. But I only got 3. and each hank is 233 meters. So what's that? Probably 250 yards a piece. So that's really not enough to make a garment. So I don't know what I'll do with it. I wasn't expecting it to be this rough, or I probably wouldn't have bought so much. But I got 3 hanks of each of those. So my next acquisition is what I am most excited about. This happened to come from a Facebook Marketplace seller. I've bought from her before. She lives not too far from me, probably 20 miles from me. And in the past, I bought some sugar wheel from her from Hobby Lobby. Basically, I bought big box store acrylic from her. I had no idea she had fancy yarn. I had no idea. Or I probably would have asked her if she wanted to sell any of it. So I just happened to be perusing Marketplace last week or the week before. And I'm going to show you first what I saw. And I was like, oh, I really want that. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. So the first thing I saw was 2 hanks of this. Oh my gosh. This is 100% Japanese silk, y'all. I can't even tell you how soft this is and how beautiful it is. It's like a two-tone purple or blue. It's so hard to describe. I don't know, and I know this camera's not doing it justice, but do you see the darker stripes in there? This is absolutely, oh my gosh. And art yarns is typically very expensive. I mean, this is almost the high end of the high end. They make silk, they make beaded silk, they make beaded and sequin silk, all kinds of gorgeous yarn. And I never thought in a million years I would ever be able to have any of it, because most of it starts, and I'm not talking silk, I'm just talking art yarns in general. Most of it, from what I've seen, starts at about $50 a hank. Maybe $35. There may be some that are $35. I don't know. I haven't really looked that much into it. But my local yarn store, Knitcraft in Independence, Missouri, they carry some. Actually, it's the other business that's inside Knitcraft. It's Angelica's yarn store. She carries more of the higher end yarns, and she has the art yarns, and she has the ones with the sequins and the glass beads, and it's like $60 for a hank like this, small hank. So I thought, I'll never own anything like that, because I'm not going to pay that much as I want it. So when I saw 2 of these for $20, that's $10 a piece. I messaged her right away, and it wasn't until I messaged her that I realized who it was and that I'd bought from her before. So I said, I want that. I definitely want that. So there was this silk and this one. Both of these are Silk Daydream. 100% Japanese silk. 400 yards of Japanese silk. You can go lay down now. Just, oh my gosh. These two together, perfect. Perfect. So You're not going to believe all this that I got from her. So I got 2 of those, or 2 of each of the silk, 100% silk. Wait till you see. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to show you everything, but I'm going to try. Okay, so, because I don't have any place to put it after I pull it out of this tote. Okay, and then the rest, not the rest of it, but the majority of it is the merino cloud, which is, from what I've understood, local yarn stores. I've watched a couple of videos, and this is like the go-to that they buy or that they sell, the merino cloud. So it's so soft. It is 80% extra fine merino, 20% cashmere. No wonder it's called cloud. It is so flippin' soft. Let's see. Crafted in New York from 100% Italian fibers. So that's kind of nice. This recommends size 5 needles. Doesn't say anything about crochet hooks because, you know, people that buy art yarns, they're probably knitters. I guess that says a lot about us crocheters. Anyway, it's got a link for free patterns with a code, I guess, to make it free. So I haven't counted. I think I have 32 hanks in all, counting everything. So again, most of them are the merino cloud. This is one color. Here's another color. This is called Baltic Sea. The other one just has a color number, 197. That's Baltic Sea. I have 2 of the Baltic Sea. And here's another. And it is color number 608, I believe. Purple and green and blue. That's mainly muted tones of each. Gorgeous. And I believe there's 2 of these. Oh gosh. This is called Inspiration Club Northern Lights. Oh my gosh, look at that. Have you ever seen anything so bright in your life? That's incredibly bright. And then look what goes with it. N18A. Look at that. There's just no words for this color, you guys. There are no words for this color. And the camera is not doing it justice at all. It's so, oh my God, I don't know what to say. It's just in your face. It's almost a fluorescent purple. Almost. Juan would probably just die for this yarn. Oh my gosh. And I think I have 2 of each of these. I might only have 1 of the purple. I'm only seeing 1 of the purple. Okay, so I only have 1 of the purple, but 2 of those. Oh my gosh. All right, moving on. We have color number 247, which is just a solid gray. And I have 2, 3, 5 of these. And these are all the same yardage, 437 yards. Unfortunately, the person I bought this from was a smoker, or is a smoker. So right now I have it in a bin with some cedar blocks, hoping to take some of the scent out. Otherwise, I'm going to have to get me a brand new box of baking soda and sprinkle it on it and then let it set for a week, which I hate because I want to put it away, but I don't want the smell. And if you're watching, she's not going to watch. I'm not going to tell her about this video. So I got 5 of those. And then here's another color called Inspirations Club Evening Glow. And it's basically blues and pinks and maybe some light browns. Maybe some, like some mauve colors. I see some brown in there. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I've got 3 of those. Unless that, no, that's different. I've got 2 of those. Okay. And then we have 607. Is this the same thing? I don't know. That's different. This one I think I only have 1 of. Yeah. This is color 607. And it's blues and browns. It's very earthy tones. Very, very earth tones. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got that one. I've already showed you that one. 608, I showed you that one. Okay, and then we have the Cashmere Eco, also art yarns. And this is 100% cashmere. 50% virgin, 50% recycled. And this is 164 yards. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. All the same color. I'm surprised it's not softer, but it's still soft. It's still very soft. It's not as soft as the silk, but it's soft. And it's pretty. And it is Great Smoky Mountain National Park Sunset. So they must have had like, what do you call it? Like groups of different colors, like the Great Smoky Mountain. They had that group of, and then different colors in that. Because this other one is Inspirations Club. So you know what I'm trying to say. So I've got, what did I say, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. 6 of those. And then 1 of these, this is color 609, and this is really the only one that's mostly speckles. And it's also Merino Cloud. Gorgeous. Pretty blues and lavender. Some specks of red. Very pretty. I don't know what I'll do with just one, but I'll figure it out. So that's all the art yarns. There were also some Madeline Tosh, which is another brand I never thought I would have. But there are 2 different colorways in here of Madeline Tosh. So the first one is Mad Tosh hand dyed and Moon Glow. It's DK Twist is the type that it is. So DK Twist, Mad Tosh, hand dyed, in Moon Glow. So this is basically a heathered gray, bluish gray. I see some blue in there, depending on the light that you use. I thought it was all gray, but it's really blues and grays. It's pretty, and it's soft. This is 100% merino, 250 yards. Dyed by hand in Texas from wool ethically sourced in Peru. It is a 3-weight. I would say that's about right. If you don't stretch it out, that's about a 3-weight. So true DK. All right, and then the last is 4 skeins or hanks of the Tosh Merino Light, which is a 1-weight, fingering weight. 100% superwash merino, 420 yards, and this is in the color Void. And it's just a black and gray, some white. And I have 4 of those. This is the most unbelievable yarn purchase I've ever been able to make. I couldn't turn it down. I just couldn't turn it down. But not only did she have these, she had some minis from, I guess, an independent dyer. And I took them, they were all in their own little packages, but I took them out. Oh, terrific. So now I don't have I don't know who the dyer was. It was Wonderland. It was Wonderland Yarns. But, yeah, I've got these in bags with some cedar balls in there. But, yeah, I think I threw away. Did I throw away the packaging? I must have. It doesn't really matter to me what the color names are or anything. Like, I know they're wool. I know they're merino wool. So, you know, I'll treat them according. I would say these are a DK. Possibly a 2-weight. But lots of different colors. And this one has some speckles. These don't smell as bad as the big ones because these were already packaged up. So they must not have been exposed like the bigger hanks were. So this is the first time I've ever had minis. So I'm excited to do something with those. I don't know what. I know there's a lot of projects out there that call for minis. So that'll be fun. But I just wanted to share all that. Oh my gosh. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And she has more. She has more. And I'm not going to tell you what I paid. But for 32 skeins, you can just imagine. I mean, I nowhere near full price. Nowhere near. So it was a heck of a deal. And I can't wait to use some of it. Cannot wait. I'm so excited. All right. So that does it for the yarn. Now I wanted to show you a couple of whips. Actually, one is a FO. And this is on top, so I may as well show this first. So I was watching this woman, and her channel is called Queen of Skeins. She's so cute. She lives in, where does she live? Oklahoma, I think. And she's just cute as a button. And I love listening to her. And she knits and she crochets. So the last video I watched, she was wearing this adorable, she called it a shrug. But when I think of shrug, I think it has armholes. That's what I think, or sleeves. That's what I think of when I think shrug. But this thing was like a giant cowl. And it sat, you know, on her shoulders, went to about here. It was so pretty. But it was knitted. So I made a comment and I said something to that effect, that I love that cowl or that shrug, too bad it's knitted. So I started looking for patterns, and I found one that looked similar, although it wasn't a straight tube. It went like this and it tapered up for around the neck. So I made another comment on her video asking her, is it the same amount of stitches all the way around, all the way up? And she said it was. So I modified this pattern that I found, and I just didn't do the decreases. Well, it wasn't even a decrease. Half of it was double crochets, back loop only, and the other half was single crochet back loop only. So longer stitch, shorter stitch. So the shorter stitch made for that taper for around the neck. And really I should have done that. I should have done it like that pattern, because I don't think I like how this turned out. And now I'm going to have to add a drawstring because it's too freaking big. I haven't sewn the ends in yet. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do, but it's so big around the neck. So I'm thinking I might weave in a drawstring, you know, so that it's not so floppy. I don't know what else to do. If anybody has any ideas, feel free to tell me. And I'm going to tag her channel down below, because she told me she wanted to see it once I was done. I love this yarn. This is Yarn Bee Authentic Hand Dyed in their chunky weight. And this color is gorgeous. Oh, I got hair in my mouth. I love this color. I've been dying to make something out of this color. So in the meantime, as I'm working on this, she commented back with a link to a pattern that was similar. So I have yet to try that. The one that she made was made with a chunky yarn. So that's why I made this with a 5-weight yarn. The pattern she sent me is made with a worsted weight. So I have plans to make that one, but I have to get some other stuff finished. Again, in my last video, I think I mentioned I've started a new project about every day for the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks? No, maybe 2 weeks. A new project almost every day. And it's terrible. So I need to finish some. I really need to finish some. But with all of this yarn and inspiration, I can't help it. I can't help it. And I know I should be more disciplined, but I can't help it. So anyway, this is really nice, but unless it's supposed to be this floppy, I don't know. Will somebody help me decide what to do with this? Because I'm not going to frog it. So I'm either going to wear it like it is and just drape it down here, which is fine. I still have to sew the ends in, obviously. But it's nice and warm. It's very nice and warm. But it's huge. It's huge. It's huge. Absolutely huge. But I love it. And it fits around my shoulders comfortably. So, trying to remember her name. Queen of Skeins. Oh, gosh. I can't think of her name. Oh, I'm sorry. If you're watching, I'm sorry. I can't remember her name. Her name doesn't match her face. That's why sometimes I have a hard time remembering names. Alright, so this next one, I am determined to finish. Number one, because I think I'm making it for my daughter, who has a birthday in March. And when I saw this pattern and I thought of the yarn for it, I thought, I want to make that for her. I don't know whether she'll like it, whether she'll wear it, or what. I don't know, but I'm going to make it anyway, and it's so cute. This is from Mary, M-E-R-R-Y, Mary, M-A-R-Y, Stories. And it is called the Lacy Easy Shrug. And it is easy. And this pattern, I want to make a wrap out of this pattern because it's so easy. Look at this, you guys. Oh, it's so pretty. All it is clusters of 5 double crochets, 2 double crochets in 2 stitches, 1, 2, double crochet, and then the cluster. So you have the clusters, and then you have the 2. You have the clusters, and then you have the 2. And then when you go back, you work between the cluster, or no, you work between the 2 to put your next cluster. And then you do the 2 double crochet side by side in the second and third double crochet of the cluster. So it's so easy. It's so easy, but it is kind of going slow. This is a 2-weight cotton, mercerized cotton, and I'm using an 8mm hook. She used an 8. So it's lacy, but I haven't gotten very far, and I've already gone through three little skeins of this, which I believe I got from Pleta. I believe. Each of these is about 130 yards long, and I've already gone through 3. And this needs to be 31 inches this way. And I haven't measured it yet, but I'm probably only halfway there. So I may get it. I did this all in one day. It works so fast. It works very, very fast. So hopefully I can finish it today and maybe stitch it together tomorrow, put the border on it. And for the border looks very similar to this. For the border, I'm thinking of holding this double with, let me show you. I think I have, yeah, here it is. I have 2 choices. Well, I've got 3 choices. I've got 3 choices of what to hold this with. Okay, so this is mercerized cotton in a 2-weight. I'm going to say it's 2-weight. So I've got this metallic thread, which as you can see is very, very, very fine. This one is a multicolored. I don't know if you can pick up it's so pretty. So I could use that, or I have silver, or I have like a dark pink. I want to do that for the border. So it has a little bit of pizzazz in the border. I think that would be really cute. So if anybody has any suggestions what color to add to that, it's going to be really subtle because this is so fine. Or I've got spools of silver lurex, which is a little bit thicker. Oh, I can't really show you. Well, that's how thick it is. So I've got a bunch of spools of that silver lurex. So I'm going to use one of those as for the border. So that's going to be pretty. I think that's going to be really pretty. And like I said, I'm going to use that pattern to make like a rectangular wrap with something pretty. I have some awful pretty yarns. Something. So, but I gotta get some of these whips worked on. I've got too many. I mean, I've got some just in this little tote here. I started a scarf to match this hat. It's a cute hat. Wool. It's a wool hat. Held two different colors together. So that'll be neat. That's for a gentleman here locally that asked me to make him a hat and scarf. And then there's, I don't know. Oh, that's poncho. Yeah, I've got a poncho started. Oh my gosh, so much stuff I've started. All right. So that's the whips. All right. Next thing I wanted to tell you, what day was that? Saturday. Today's Monday. I didn't even write down the date. I have no idea what the date is. 22nd of January, I think. I think Saturday was the 20th. I think it's the 22nd of January, 2024. I went to my friend Kelly's house on Saturday to just have a day of crafting. And we went to her mother-in-law's house because I want her to show me how to knit. I've watched tutorials on how to do cast-ons, and that's where I was struggling. I thought, I can't even wrap my head around casting on. So how can I even knit? So she told me that her mother-in-law has a different way of casting on that is different from the long tail cast on, where you have to hold your hand like this, and you know, I'm not coordinated enough to do that. So I wanted to see her method on how she casts on. So after being there, I don't know how long we were there, an hour and a half maybe. I got it. I figured it out. She showed me, and I figured it out. So then she showed me the knit stitch. Took me a bit, but I figured it out. So I came home and I did a little bit on my own, watching some tutorials. I found a different way to cast on that was even faster. It's called the thumb method. And it's kind of like, it's still a long tail cast on. But it's just a modification of where you hold your fingers. You just wrap it around your thumb. I can't explain it. But it's the thumb method, long tail cast on. So much faster. So easy. Because you only have one thumb. How easy is that? So yesterday I wasn't feeling well. I woke up real early in the morning with a splitting headache. So I wasn't feeling good the rest of the day. So I didn't do any practicing at all yesterday. Haven't done any practicing today. I am determined to get this shrug finished. So I need to do that. But I may be on my way to learning how to knit. She loaned me, my friend Kelly loaned me a set of bamboo needles. I went ahead and ordered me a set of aluminum needles. Everybody has their own preference. I understand that. And I understand the reason why bamboo is good for beginners, because they're not as slippery. They're a little grabby. But I told her on the phone yesterday that maybe I might prefer the aluminum. So I'm going to try it. I mean, I'm not going to know unless I try, right? So I've got those ordered on Amazon, and hopefully that's coming soon. And I'm going to try it. and I'm going to make a wash rag or something and just see what I can do with the knit stitch. And then once I get comfortable enough with that, then I may try the purl stitch. So that'll be exciting. That'll be really exciting. Her mother-in-law prefers knit. I love the fabric that knit makes. I love the fabric. It's beautiful. But crochet is a lot easier. Of course, you know, I don't really know knitting yet. So there's that. Oh, some other things that I wanted to mention, some YouTubers. I watched a video from Ophelia Talks yesterday, and she did a live talking about tips to end your whips, which I need to know because I have so many. Right now my yarn room is empty because it was too overwhelming for me for everything to be on the floor and to figure out, okay, what am I going to pick up and go through next? So I cleared everything out of my yarn den. It is lined up against the wall in the hallway and some in my bedroom. And I'm going to bring them in one at a time. I don't know how long it'll take me, but this is going to be the easiest way for me to get more organized. I'm going to bring everything in one at a time, sit in my chair, and I'm going to go through each bag, each box, each whatever, and decide if it's a whip, I'm going to either add it and finish it, or I'm going to frog it. And I did start that a few weeks ago, and I did frog a couple of projects that I knew I had just lost interest in. So that's what I'm going to do. If I come upon yarn that I don't want anymore, I've got, you know, a designated spot for that to go, and maybe I'll just donate it. I don't know. But I need to clear out this space. This room is already not very big. I can't afford to have stuff all over the place. I can't. Because I can't, I've been here now since November. I can't even enjoy this room because it's been too packed with stuff. And that's the whole purpose for this room, is to sit in here and enjoy it and stitch in here or read in here or whatever I want to do. And in the current state that it's been in, I just can't. So I sit out in the living room and I do it out there. So now I'm accumulating, you know, bins and whatever out there with stuff. So it's just out of control. It's out of control. So Ophelia, you know, went through some tips on how to deal with your whips, and that was one of them, is go through them one by one and make a decision. Thank you, Anya. Make a decision. You're either going to finish it or you're going to frog it. So thanks to Anya at Ophelia Talks, I am going to start that process. And I'm so happy about it. Thank you, Anya. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Another channel I want to mention is Anu Crochet Designs. She is starting to make more videos. She took quite a hiatus there for a while. I know she moved not too long ago, and her new house, from what I can see, is just gorgeous. But she's got a nice professional setup now and everything. Anyway, I was watching her latest video yesterday, and she showed how to make this beautiful shawl, and it's so simple. All it is down the center, puff stitches. And then the rest of it, I believe, was double crochets. Puff stitches down the center, double crochets for the rest. I believe it was double crochets. So there's another one I want to start. Really, thank you. I knew I want to start that. The last thing I want to cover is the channel named Nicki's Homemade Crafts. And her name is spelled Nicki. Nicki's Homemade Crafts. She put up a video yesterday. I can't remember the title of the video that got my attention, but I watched it. And something about patterns in a book that have both stitches. It's like a stitch dictionary. And she started out saying, does anyone know if anyone makes a stitch dictionary that offers not only the stitch instruction, but offers the video tutorial and a pattern to use that stitch with? No, everybody's saying, no, I've never seen it. She made it. She made a book, an ebook. I've already printed it out. Only cost me $20. It's a 140-page book. And I didn't know how to print the paper on both sides, so I didn't want to mess with that. So I just printed 140 pages. But each link is clickable. So if you download it, you can just go into the Stitch Dictionary, the PDF, and click on the link. And there you go. You've got your tutorial. You've got your pattern. And it's, how many stitches? I don't remember how many stitches are in it. It's a lot. From A to Z. Stitches I've never heard of. I want to say 64. But I want to say it's more than that. It's a lot of stitches. So I'm going to hopefully put the link to that video down below. If I don't put the link, I will definitely tag her channel. But it's Nicki's Homemade Crafts. Apparently she's published over 18 ebooks. I had no idea. No idea. She's a fairly popular channel from what it looks like. She's very high energy, and yeah, it's going to be very helpful. I'm going to fix the pages so that I have pages on both sides, and then I'm going to take it and have it bound so that I have that book. That'll be really nice. So thank you, Nicki, for that ebook. That's really helpful. Let's see. I think that's really all I wanted to cover as far as channels. So my yarn room, as you can see behind me, this is really how I want to do it. Although I'm not real comfortable sitting on this footstool, ottoman. Not real comfortable. I wish I need to be up higher. This chair is too big for this room. So eventually I'm going to replace this chair. But just for the heck of it, I'm going to give you a little mini room tour. So let me turn you around here. Right now you're looking at my closet. So there's my closet. So I've got a hanging organizer there, and I got bins there, and then I got more over there, some hanging clothes. So I'm standing in the entrance of the room, and so to my left I have, whoops, I'm hitting stuff. I have this cart here with some stuff on it. There's my hooks and some little bins on there. And then have more bins there. And see, there's nothing on the floor. That fell over. I need to put that back. So there's some more yarn. I know this is getting long, guys. I appreciate you watching. More yarn. Beautiful. This is the chair that's too big. It's just too big. It takes up almost half the room. And then there's that last tower there. No, not my only window, but the windows over here are blocked. So that is the room. That looks a whole lot better than it did even just a few hours ago. I just moved everything. I don't know if I want to show you. I just moved everything out here into the hallway. There you go. That is my yarn room. I'm trying to set this on the ottoman, but it's not going to want to stay. No. All right. So, and then there's over the door. And then I've got another over the door. There. My cakes. Lovely, lovely cakes. So, no, that's too low. So, that is my room. I'm pretty happy with it so far. So, okay, we're at 52 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. If you've stuck around with me this long, I super appreciate it very, very much. Feel free to make any comments, especially regarding the border and which thread to use. The multicolor, the silver, or the pink. I think any of them would look nice. So that'll be cool. Okay, well, I'm glad I got all that done. So, in closing, again, let me say thank you for watching if you've watched this long. I look forward to sharing some whips as I get them done, so they may be BFOs. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to the weather improving. And it's supposed to be like 40s and 50s for the foreseeable future. So, yay! But the backyard's going to be a sloppy mess. So, wiping the dog's feet every day, several times a day, and trying to keep him from digging like he was doing this morning. I'm not happy about that. So, I think that's, yeah. I'm not going to keep rambling. I'm just going to let you go. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Any new subscribers, thank you so much for joining me on this little journey of crochet and yarn love. And speaking of love, always remember, don't ever forget, Jesus loves you, God loves you, and I love you. Take care, you guys, and have a great week. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you hopefully later on in the week when I get some stuff done. Thank you, guys. Bye. Oh, there's my stop button. The stop button looked weird. All right, bye.